It keeps making this funny thing happen up at the Thai guys. How's everybody? I'm going to be doing some free mini readings today. Let me make sure my phone's turned on silent. Okay. I am on silent. I wonder why I don't have very much light all of a sudden. It's almost like when I move my body, it gets really dark or something. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the sun. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. If you guys are wanting a reading, just put your name in the... Oh, hi, Charlotte. How are you? Was you wanting a reading, honey? Heat wave here. It's not very hot here. I mean, it's hot, but it's not horrible. We had a nice storm blow through last night, though. A tornado touched down pretty close to our city. But hi, Laura. How are you today? Please, no questions. But what Spirit wants you to know is going to come out. Let me just shuffle these cards a little bit, and I'll be right with you. Get some more people on the list. I got you, Laura. Okay, I got Charlotte and Laura. Let me shuffle the rest of these cards, and I'll get right with you guys. I'm not doing too bad. I'm going through a little bit of pain today, but Nick did a little bit of healing on me, and it helped some of my back pain anyway, not the lower stomach pain, but I'm doing well. Can't complain. If you guys are wanting a reading, just put your name in the comments, and I'll put you right on the list. I've got 2 people on the list right now, Charlotte and Laura. Uh-oh. Okay, I got 2 cards that actually flipped over as I was doing the shuffling, so make sure there wasn't any other ones. The first one is Caressa, which is talking about the end of a life cycle, the end of some cycle of some sort, something that may have been teaching you a lot of lessons that you may have been feeling as if you was having a tough time getting through. I sure hope this is referring to me, because I feel like I've been learning a lot of lessons. But it's saying that happiness awaits you now. Archangel Raphael is the healing, the angel that would come to you and help you with any kind of situation of pushing through physical ailments, anything to do with not this one. Okay, thank you. Anything to do with healing of fears, doubts, your cellular structure, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So that's what these cards are referring to. Okay. All right. I see more people's getting on here. Hi, Pinky. How are you, honey? Good. RD Intuitive. I forget your name, hun. Pinky, I gotcha. You'll be after Laura. I'm doing well, guys. Thanks.
I just have an idea. People have more questions, maybe you could use your finger.
Not today, I'm not, yeah. But yeah.
Just guarantee.
Hi, James. How are you, hun? Guys, make sure you give me your name that you go by. That way I know what name to use when I'm doing the readings, please. Okay, so right now I've got Charlotte, Laura, Pinky, RD Intuitive. I'm not for sure what your actual name is, so that's what I put down. Jades. Raven Deep. I forgot that. I love the name. I forgot that's your name. I love that. And I'm probably pronouncing it wrong anyway. Yes, my throat too, Charlotte. Yes, Rasharna. That's right, Jades. Thank you. I love that name as well. Guys, I apologize if I don't remember your guys' names, but thank you for being here again. Let me shuffle this deck one time, and I'll be getting right to the readings. I do have an appointment at 3:30 today, so I want to be done by 2:30, no later, so that I can prepare for the appointment. So just bear with me, guys. Okay, I'm going to start with Charlotte. What cards do I go to for Charlotte, please? Which cards? What messages do you have for Charlotte, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Charlotte. Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please. All of them, the ones that are up. Okay, thank you. Okay, so you have 3 cards that came out that all 3 are about good news, a journey that is going to prepare you for something better or something good that's coming along. But basically, these first 2 cards are talking about the bringer of good news. Now, you may feel like you're at a crossroads at this time, maybe not knowing if you should go left or right, or maybe feeling a little stuck. And I don't even know that it's really stuck that you're feeling, but maybe like you just don't know which way to push through on, or maybe there's a lot of options or something of that sort. But they're saying whatever it is that you can do to show your positive, the positivity that you have, the positive role model that you actually are, do that. That's what they want you to do. Okay. I don't know what that is. I'm not really getting an indicator on what it is, but I feel like I was just talking about this yesterday on my Ascension video, that there's a journey within a journey for you. So whatever the first journey would be, like a spiritual awakening. That's the ascension journey. That's you opening up and awakening to your spiritual gifts and stuff. But inside that journey itself, there's another journey that's awakening for you. It's opening up new possibilities is what they're saying. Yes, yes, yes. What other messages do you have for Charlotte, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please. For Charlotte, love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please. This card is also, okay, it's also asking you to be gentle with yourself. I don't know exactly what that's referring to. Maybe it means that you beat up on yourself too much, or maybe you put yourself down for not being as far as you think you should. I'm not real for sure. I'm just using examples. But it's saying be gentle with yourself, whatever that is referring to. So, yeah. What other messages do you have for Charlotte, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self. Okay, carnelian is about self-confidence, the root and sacral chakras. And I'm feeling something to do with passion, putting passion into or time into those things that you have passion about, or, those things that you just really feel a lot of desire to either be or become, or put time and energy into. I don't know. There's something of the sort when it comes to passion it's talking about. Maybe it's talking about the whole Christ consciousness type of way of being. And I'm hearing no with that. So that's not what that's referring to. But I guess whatever you feel like you're very passionate about, put time and energy into that. But this is a card of self-confidence. Being more, no, Copper. Hey. He's scratching on the floor. Sorry, guys. Anyway, it has something to do. Hi, Jazz. How are you, hon? It has something to do with self-confidence, becoming more in your role. So whatever that is for you. I'm going to get you one more card, and then I'm going to let you get. Which cards do I get? Thank you. What other messages do you have for Charlotte, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self. Night is talking about peace, all chakras. So there may be balance coming to all of your chakras. Yes, they're saying. So whatever you're doing is working. If you're watching healing videos, doing healing on yourself, if you're pushing through fears and doubts, all of those things are playing a role in your chakras coming together and balancing. This is also talking about connection with universal energy. So there may be a deepening of your connection with the angels or any of the universal energies. I was told to tell you guys 1001. That's a mirror. Okay, let me get Jazz. Tracy. How you doing, Tracy? Okay, but anyway, I hope that you got something out of being. Okay, Laura, this reading is going to be for you, hon. I was told to use the fairy cards for you. What messages do you have for Laura, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please. Do I continue with these? Are all of those for her? Are these 3 as well? Okay. Those are not. These are. Okay. So right off the bat, there is a trigger energy, prankster type of energy. This could be like universal energies like the angels or just your guides or something that may be telling you like intuitively go this way. But when you go that way, it's like it doesn't feel right. It feels uncomfortable. You're pushing you in ways that feel uncomfortable so that you will awaken to new possibilities, if that makes sense. So if you feel like you're being led in a certain way, make sure that you go that way, even if it feels uncomfortable. That uncomfortability is just you having to learn certain life lessons. I don't know what those lessons are, but push through them anyway. I feel like the sense of getting on your feet. I don't know what that means. If it's talking about financially, if it means literally you getting on your feet and being more active on your feet, or what that means. But I feel like you get a sense of what I'm talking about. The next card that came out for you is the fairy card. This is the fairy guide. It's blank for a reason. The fairies want you to connect with them. Get out and connect in nature. Say, okay, fairies, I don't know that I've ever seen you or talked to you telepathically, but Trisha's telling me if I get out here and talk to you, that eventually one day I might either see you or sense you, or maybe you'll just give me these telepathic communications that's going to help me with like gardening, cleaning up the earth, whatever, but they're wanting to work with you at this time. So one of the things that you can do, Laura, is leave like dark chocolate. Take a piece of dark chocolate, take the wrapper off of it, put it on a little dish, put it in your room or wherever it is that you're going to be meditating and trying to connect with them, and say, okay, this is for you. I know that you're not going to be able to eat it, but you're going to be able to smell the essence of it. It's going to give you a euphoric high. I was told that, so I'm going to trust that. And when you do start to get the trust of the fairies, they're going to start showing you things that you need to do, maybe cleaning up or tidying up the house. It could have anything to do with nature and connection with nature. It could have anything to do with connection with water or the elementals as well, any of that. So make sure that you're asking the fairies to start connecting with you. They don't trust human trust. Don't expect it to happen overnight. What other message, Laura, please? Love, romance, make fairy houses. Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Laura. Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self. Thank you. You're very welcome, Charlotte. Okay, so this is either somebody that you're with or somebody that you may be inquiring about. I'm not real for sure. I feel as if you're married or that you are in a relationship, or if you're, I don't know why I'd feel married if you're not, but I feel a marriage. But anyway, there is some sort of spiritually based romantic relationship that's coming your way. It's not already at your door. I don't know if this is with the current person that you're currently with or what have you. I feel as if it's a separate person. But however, I know that people that are meeting soulmates, or maybe even a twin flame, if you're meeting a twin flame, not always does that mean that there has to be a romantic relationship. You can form a very good friendship. You guys will be teaching each other things about each other that you need to work on, mirroring things in each other, things of that sort. But there's some sort of spiritually based romantic relationship that is coming into your life. Again, I should take out that romantic part, because it's not always going to be romantic. Sometimes they're just meant to teach you a lot of lessons and you move on. Okay. But this would be a soulmate type thing. Friends are soulmates as well. Not all of your friends, but the ones that you just feel like you've spent many lifetimes with, those are soulmates. Okay. It could even be referring to you getting a closer type of communication or relationship with soulmates that are friends as well. Family members can be soulmates, but it's saying you're profoundly clairvoyant, which is talking about you're able to see things with visions. You may see auras on objects. You may be starting to see angels or the energies of things of that sort. You may just have the insight onto things that are getting ready to happen. You don't know how you know these things, but you know them. Keep working on that intuition, trusting in the intuition. It's always got accurate messages to tell you. So you always know your next step as long as you're going with what you're feeling completely, not completely coming from your knowings, your clairvoyancy. You may even be receiving telepathic communications, because I'm feeling a sense of like you're starting to decipher what those thoughts are that you're having. Like you're understanding it's not your own thoughts. Yes, they're saying. Anyway, shield yourself at this time. This is says protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. So anytime anybody's going through healing of any kind of fears or doubts, they should be putting protection around them, or ask that the angels help them to feel protected. Because if you know that the angels around you, then you know that you're divinely protected. It's you that causes these fearful energies that come your way. So how you doing, James? But anyway, you can use black tourmaline, black obsidian, any kind of black stone, but just envisioning a cocoon of energy coming up and surrounding you as you ground your energy by sending just like thinking about energy coming out of your body, forming roots, going all the way down into the earth, connecting with some sort of energy. It could be just a bright light that you may feel you need to connect to, a diamond. It could be water. It could be lava. It could be whatever you want it to be. But when you pull that back up, envision that making the cocoon of protection around you, and see it protecting you from any kind of negative or doubtful type people, anybody that would cause any kind of trauma or gossiping or any of that sort. As well as any kind of spiritual attack that may try to come towards you and make you not feel so close with your knowings or your understandings that you have. Those times of receiving visions about things, you won't doubt them as much if you're staying protected and not having spiritual attacks. Yes, they're saying. I hope that you got something out of your reading, Laura. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being supportive. James, was you wanting a reading, hun? I'm glad that you got something out of it, Laura. Much love, honey. I've got Pinky next, then Raven Deep, and then Britt, Tracy, and James. If James was, I got you on there, Tracy. I got you, James. Thank you. Hi, Liz. How are you? Gotcha, Liz. Thank you for being here, hun. Okay, the next reading is for Pinky, and then I've got Raven Deep, Britt, Rasharna, Jazz, Tracy, James, and Liz. If I missed anybody, please let me know. I apologize if I did. But this reading is going to be for Pinky. Which cards do I start out with, please? The ones I've got. Thank you. What messages do you have for Pinky, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please. A collective of pixies is talking about willingness, duty, participating, putting time and energy into something that you feel is going to be fulfilling. Hi, Priscilla. How are you, hon? Gotcha. But it's talking about putting in time and energy into something that's going to be fulfilling for you. I might not have, Paige. I'm sorry, hon. Let me see where I need to put you. Oh, you're right before Liz. Okay, I gotcha. Sorry, hon, but I got you. I got you and Liz switched around. I moved down Priscilla one. Okay. I think I got everybody. Anyway, the collective of pixies is referring to willingness, duty, putting time and energy into something that's going to be fulfilling for you, or something that you feel led to do that may bring you some sort of success is what it's referring to. And they're saying yes. And then the fairy who was kissed by the pixies is talking about trust. Instantly, I heard trust. And normally that's not what this is about. It's usually about metaphysical heart surgery, like giving and receiving of love, things of that sort. But I'm hearing trust with this. So the things that you're going through at this time, you may be learning about how to trust. You may be learning about trusting in what you're receiving. It could be anything and everything to do with trust. So make sure that you're trusting. Push through any fears or doubts that you have about trust issues or what have you, and just trust anyway. Sorry, I thought there was something on the cards there. What other messages do you have, please, for Pinky? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit. Oopsie. Okay, so you have a connection with mediumship, the ability to either hear, speak, or sense deceased loved ones around you, maybe even ancestors, ascended masters, things of that sort. You're learning about compassion and staying grounded at this time when it comes to those sort of connections. I don't exactly know what this means. It may be talking about finding some sort of balance when it comes to connection with them, or maybe not fearing them, because both of these cards, especially this one right here, is screaming out fear. So not as in bad fear, but what I mean is like you're pushing through fears or something of that sort. Yes, they're saying. But you have two cards that are asking you to stay grounded at this time, sending your energy down into the earth and seeing the roots form or what have you. Make sure that you're doing that. But I feel as if doing that is deepening in you. This connection with deceased loved ones or ascended masters, just being a medium in general, is there's new awakenings. And I'm hearing the word channeling. So you may even be channeling deceased loved ones or angels or ascended masters, beings of light, even beings of darkness that you have to process through, getting past fears and stuff. 2202, I was told to tell you to look that up on Sacred Scribes. The dogs are over here getting watermelon from Nick. I can smell it. It smells really good. But anyway, a connection with a connection with ascended masters at this time even is what they're saying. So if you're not already connecting with them, make sure that you're meditating, spending time. Yes, you are a medium. Thank you for clarifying that. Well, there's something that's either deepening in you, or there's another form of connection that may be coming through. Maybe you're even seeing them differently, because when I was looking at this card, I've never seen that there's people in this card all over the place, and I am now. So it's almost like they're all of a sudden just like coming through the cards. So maybe you're seeing them different or perceiving them different, but there's some sort of shift when it comes to your mediumship ability. Yes, they're saying definitely a shift. Okay, so you got the Goddess card, which is talking about creativity. It's also talking about fertility in something. Yes, they're saying. It's also talking about embracing your divine feminine energy. Yes, they're saying. And it says, if you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intentions on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. Financially, mentally. Excuse me, I'm hearing mentally, almost as if like as if maybe you overthink things. I don't feel like there's problems mentally, but maybe you're overthinking things. So whatever that means. I feel like you're stepping more into your role. Like you've already been in your role for a long, long time, but I feel like there's even a deepening of this role and you're filling more of your shoes, if that makes sense. Anyway, I hope that you got something out of your reading. Raven Deep, you'll be next, then Britt, then Rosharna, Jazzwinder, Tracy, James, Paige, Liz, and Priscilla. I got you all, I think. Anyway, thank you for being here and being of support. Much love to you, hun. Overthink. That's what I thought it was. And you connect with your ancestors daily. That's great. Keep doing that. Forgot to put that card. If I've missed anybody on the list, please make sure to tell me. I apologize. You're very welcome, Pinky. Much love to you, honey. Thank you for being here again. Okay, I've got Raven Deep. You'll be next. I was told to start out with the crystal cards for you. What messages do you have, please, for Raven? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages. Both of these. This one, too. Okay, there may be some sort of resolution coming when it has to do with communication in the home or around the home. This just could mean people that you're close to, or it could mean people that's actually living in your home, something of that sort, because you've got communication and you've got home here, which is both both side by side, and I'm feeling a sense of them belonging together. So there may be some sort of clearing of the throat. You may feel as if you're being led to speak more of your truth or speak up for yourself or something of that sort. But I feel more of like there wasn't major problems, but what little bit of problems I was feeling, and it may be specific. What am I trying to say? It may be just one specific person that you've been having issues with, or you feel like you can't talk to, or something of that sort that this is referring to. But there is definitely resolution coming. Yes. Balance, I hear. Yes. But you may even be feeling more of an incline to spend more time at home, maybe focusing on different things that have to do with your home. I don't know what this refers to, but I'm hearing the word creativity. So maybe it's referring to being creative with how you design your home, or maybe creating a sacred space, because I feel like it's talking about one specific space, being creative in that. So whatever that means for you. What cards do I go to now? Thank you. What messages do you have for Raven, please? Love, romance. Am I supposed to take this? Thank you. Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self for Raven, please. Am I supposed to take this one too? Okay. All right. So you also have the Bright Mother and Nels the Alchemist are right next to each other, along with Lace Moon's daughter, which is talking about shadows being revealed, or like things that are in the dark being brought to the light. And I feel like it's happening because you are becoming that master alchemist. You're learning more and more every day how to push through fears and doubts. You're learning also how to release like negative thought patterns and things like that. But there's also some things that you were questioning that they're saying, okay, the answers are coming now, or have already came to you just recently, have already came to you. And now some light has been shed on some things. So now you can move forward with confidence and know that everything is going to be okay. I do not know exactly what this is referring to, but I feel like you probably do. But it's saying brighter days are ahead. You've learned and received new perspective on exactly which way you're supposed to be turning, but keep pushing through, transforming these energies. You are the master alchemist, or you are becoming that master alchemist. You've been doing a lot of work on transforming thoughts and the way that you're perceiving things as well. Not just the way that you think about things, but the way that you are perceiving things. So you're seeing illusions for what they are when they come up, just as they are, illusions. But you may even be pondering or a little bit confused about something, but I'm hearing clarity is coming, and clarity is coming because of you pushing through, changing the way that you see things, the way that you connect with things. I'm talking about the lower vibrating things, but you're transforming all that stuff, and it's bringing a lot more peace, happiness, calmness, joy. That may even be what it's referring to with this communication. You've been really taking a look at how these illusions could feed into you overthinking about things, or thinking incorrectly about things, or something of that sort. And you have really started to master this. Congratulations. That may be improving things in your home, or maybe just a calmness to you that's making your home feel a little bit safer or more secure, or whatever. I don't know that it wasn't safe. I'm not saying that. I shouldn't have said it that way, but you know what I mean. But a lot of good things happening, a lot of transformation for the better is what they're saying. I hope that you got something out of your reading. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being of support. Hi, Angie. You're not too late, honey. However, I do need to keep track of time. Thank you for saying that, because I have an appointment. Okay, we're doing really good on time. Cool. I do have an appointment at 3:30 today. So I have Britt next, then Britt, Rasharna, Jazz, Tracy, James, Paige, Liz, Priscilla, and Angie. If I missed anybody, let me know. Okay, Britt, this reading is going to be for you. I was told to start out with a fairy deck. What messages do you have for Britt, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please. You're very welcome, hun. I'm glad it resonated. Thank you. What other messages do you have for Britt, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Britt. So this card, both of them. Okay, thank you. So you may be feeling as are having like a lot of things being flip-flopped around in your life. And I'm just going to give you an example. So Nick's car was running fine, no problems. Then I didn't have a car. We manifested a car. Somebody gave us one. A couple of days after we got it, it started running bad. Now Nick's car is not starting up at all. The other car is barely wanting to run, and a lot of things are being tossed around. However, in the midst of all these things being chaotic, it's teaching us not to fear. We already know and trust that everything is going to be okay. We haven't been sitting here bitching and complaining about it. We haven't been worried about it. We just know that things are turning upside down because better things are coming. We know that. So this is kind of, I feel like, what you're going through. You may be, yes. Hi, Lorna. How are you? Times where you just feel like everything and anything that could go wrong is going wrong. But at the same time, you're very blessed. You feel very blessed. You know that everything is going to be okay. Everything is going good. You're going through some sort of metamorphosis, a transformation, a major transformation, and a major breakthrough. Just like the person in before you, there was many things that may have been in the dark or hidden from you, or maybe you just didn't have answers on. You felt like your prayers or your dreams or wishes weren't coming true. And they're saying, well, that light is being brought and into these shadows. We're going to bring that, what was in the dark, out to the light. We're going to show you the truth of the matter, and we're going to give you exactly what you need at this time. So be prepared. A lot of transformation at this time, a lot of breakthroughs, and these breakthroughs are going to feel chaotic. Okay. They're going to feel like shit. I know I'm going through a breakthrough. I know that I'm getting ready to be blessed. I can feel it. However, why is it going to feel so chaotic at the same time? Why do you have to trust? Why do you have to play with my trust and try to get me to doubt what's going on because of all these things that are being flipped upside down? And they're saying, well, why aren't you trusting anyway? You've gotten this far by trusting. So keep trusting. Okay. Just know that whatever's being turned upside down, whether it be a job, a relationship, a friendship, whatever, just know that it's for a good purpose. Yes. They're saying. What other messages do you have for Britt? Please, love, romance, finance, ascension, messages from spirit or higher self. Thank you. Am I supposed to take them both? Okay, so trust, lepidolite. This is the third eye and crown chakras. Trust in what is happening to you. Trust in where you're being led to go. Even if it doesn't make sense to you yet, trust it. Okay. If it keeps repeating in your intuition, or you keep having these inner knowingness of certain directions to go, put the time and energy into that. They're saying trust at this time is so, so important. You're being led in directions that you may not feel comfortable in, but they're saying there is a comfortability about it. Your human may feel uncomfortable, but your heart knows and is longing for these experiences and these type of things to happen and change around. So going with the flow at this time is really going to help. Travel. This is Sarah site. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but anyway, it's about travel, the root and crown chakra. Again, universal connections. Staying grounded at this time. You have two cards that were asking you to stay grounded, but universal connections. There's also two cards with connection with the angels, your starseed origins are even connecting with you at this time. So make sure that you're paying attention to that. This could be about astral travel because I'm seeing the starseed connections. Portals are opening up. That has been coming through quite a bit. Portals. I don't even know what they mean, what it's talking about, what sort of portal. But maybe you do. But astral traveling, maybe that's the portal that's opening up for you, is to different ways of astral traveling. Out of body experience is one of those ways. Being fully in your present physical human body, as well as being in 6 other different places with your eyes open in the physical here. That's another form of astral travel. I can do that every single day. So you may be connecting with things like that, just different forms of astral travel. Okay. So anyway, you could even be learning about time travel. That could be coming up too. I hope that you got something out of your reading. Much love to you, Britt. Thank you for being here and being supportive. Rasharna, you're next. Then Jazz and Tracy, James, Paige, Liz, Priscilla, Angie, and Lorna. Rasharna, this reading is going to be for you, hun. Lorna, I don't know if you heard me say that I got you on the list, but you're on there, hun. What cards do I start out with for Rasharna, please? What messages do you have for Rasharna, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Rasharna. Love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit or higher self. Am I supposed to take them both? All 3 of these? I was told to take the top two, but the third one, just in case you want to know, is the Cosmic Heart, which is about making your life a moving prayer. But they told me not to take that one. Okay, so the first card that came out for you is Star Family, and it says you're a part of a team of souls call in support. And I don't know if this came out for you before, but I feel like this is kind of like a deja vu moment. And this one is, I remember, this is talking about your soul plan, your divine life gifts, being more in alignment with your divine life mission, knowing what your divine life mission is, feeling more connected with that. Remembering what, your fated life is versus your destined life. Something of that sort. But remembrance is big time happening to you right now. And I'm actually seeing your DNA shifting and changing to a different form of DNA. And I don't know how else to explain this, but there's been times when I've done guided meditations with different beings and stuff, and I've seen a 2-strand DNA form into a 3-strand DNA, and so on and so on. So you may be shifting in the way that your DNA is formed. There may be some major, yes, they're saying. So some sort of major transformation when it comes to your DNA at this time. Yes, they're saying. So you may want to call on other healers, people that are part of your soul team, your soul family, to connect with you at this time. If you don't understand what you're going through, if you do understand it, then cool. Go through whatever it is that you're meant to go through. If you can help those things to even speed up the process of this DNA shifting or transforming, you can do that by connection with your starseed family. They're saying, yes, you'll remember how to do that. Thank you. What other messages do you have for Rasharna, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit or higher self, please. For Rasharna, please. Love, romance, finance. You're welcome, Britt. You're welcome. Sacral chakra. You are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh item situations and relationships. This is talking about food and drinks that don't resonate with you anymore. This is referring to you have already made some sort of, yes, Jordan, I see you, honey. Thank you for being here. You'll probably be my last reading today. But this is referring to you being pushed and led to not drink or eat certain things, and you've shifted up. I've already feel as if you've shifted things that you're putting into your body. So that's really cool. Lita, let me see how much time I have here. Yeah, I'll put you on the list. You'll probably be my last reading though. I have an appointment today, guys, so I have to make sure that I watch my time. But anyway, they said you've already shifted the things that you're eating and drinking, or you've changed some sort of something with your diet. So congratulations to that. But keep doing what you feel led to do. Yes, they're saying. What other messages do you have for Rasharna, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages. Thank you. Emotional sensitivity. So this is like a heightened sense of sensitivity, a deepening of the connection that you already have with feeling energies, hearing, seeing, perceiving them, feeling them, they're saying. But it's saying like you, just when you thought that you couldn't be any more of an empath, you've learned how to balance out, not picking up on other people's energies and stuff. You've already like kind of mastered that. They're saying, well, we've got more for you. We're going to deepen that ability. You thought it couldn't get any deeper, but it's going to. Okay. And I don't know how, but it's going to. So just know you're going to be experiencing things like that. What other messages do you have for Rasharna, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit or higher self. Oh, thank you, Pinky. You're so welcome. Yes, thank you. Okay, got Rasharna. It's saying that there may be some sort of mountain nearby that you have to overcome. It may be just fears or doubts, but it may just be that it's referring to this deepening of your emotional sensitivity. And it's not just emotional sensitivity, it's sensitivities in general. They're saying take off the emotional part, but this is sensitivities, feeling things, perceiving things, seeing things, hearing things that most other people aren't seeing and hearing and perceiving. Okay, there's some mountains that you're going to be climbing. You already know how to connect with all these things. You already trust in this connection, but it's saying there's something new to it. You're going to be experiencing way different things than you ever expected to experience. You're going to this new level of awing moments, A-W-E-I-N-G. I think that's how, or A-W-I-N-G, awing moments, where you're just like blown away by what Spirit has for you. Yes, they're saying. I hope that you got something out of your reading, honey. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being a support. Jazz, if you're here, let me know that you're still here, please. You'll be next. And then I have Tracy, James, Priscilla, Angie, Lorna, Jordan, and Lita will be my Thank you guys for being here. Anybody that's been sharing my channel, setting up appointments, making donations, any of the above, it's greatly appreciated, guys. Thank you so, so much. Okay, Jazz, if you're here, let me know that you're here. If you're not, I'm going to move on to Tracy. Tracy, let me know if you're here. I see that James is here. I'll give it just a few seconds here because I know that it takes a little bit for the time to, there's like a lag in the what you guys are hearing and seeing. Thank you, Pinky. Yes, the list is closed after Lita. So, Tracy, I'm going to go ahead and move on to you, being she's not here. So, I've got Tracy, James, Paige, Liz, Priscilla, Angie, Lorna, Jordan, and Lita. And Lita will be my last reading of the day. Thank you. Okay, so instantly, this is about romance and love. It's not talking about just love. It's talking about romantic love. And I feel like there may be two people in your life. Not saying that you're seeing two people right now, but I feel like this is referring to a twin flame and it's referring to a soulmate, or maybe a twin flame and a karmic relationship. Two different things that may be going on here that you may be feeling led to have to tell one, I don't want to spend time with you. I have done healed what I need to heal. And the other one's like, okay, maybe I need to take a risk with this one. I'm not real for sure, but I know that it's something of that sort. Okay. Yes, they're saying. What other messages do you have for Tracy, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages from love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Tracy. This one here. I thought so. So, of course, you already know your ancestors are connecting with you at this time. They have even more for you. I think that I told you this the other day about your light language ability and channeling, but there's something else that is awakening that has to do with, it kind of goes hand in hand with being a medium and being able to channel and being able to sing light language and all that, but it's not that, okay? They say, we got something else that's awakening in you. And I feel like it's one of those things, like in a couple of days, you're going to be reaching out to me and be like, Trish, it did. This is what happened. They're not giving me insight into what it is, but it may have something to do with your eyes, because I see your eyes glowing like a bright, almost like an piercing emerald green. Don't know why, but I see that. But it's asking you to stay grounded at this time. It's going to be very important that you stay grounded, because there's going to be a lot of times during having to face, like, do I tell him I don't want to be with him? Or do I tell him, it's not for me anymore, or what have you, where you're going to be fearful and doubtful and feel like, am I making the right decision? Am I not making the right decision? But two different people are coming into your life at the same time, around the same time, something of that sort. And you're going to have to make decisions. Okay. So staying grounded is really going to help you to not feed into any kind of fears or doubts or, illusions, because we can feed into illusions pretty quickly. They're saying to go to the animal spirit guides for you, Tracy. What other messages do you have for Tracy, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Tracy. Love, romance, finance, ascension messages. Thank you. So you got the shark, which is talking about trusting in your instincts, trusting where you're being led, trust that the situation is going to heal or work out exactly how it should. And when I said heal, they said work out. So that really wasn't something that should have been said. So I feel like it's meaning like it's already healed. It's just going to work out how it's meant to work out. Yes. The spider is saying trust in the creative spark that you've been feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. Sharing your information, period, is what I'm hearing. This doesn't have to be in paper form or you typing up some kind of long letter and saying what kind of things that you're doing, but this is just sharing your experience, strength, and hope, helping other people to get through whatever they're going through by using your spiritual gifts and natural talents. Yes, they're saying. I have one more card for you. I'm going to let you go, Tracy. What other messages do you have, please, for Tracy? Love, romance, fight. Whoa. Which one am I supposed to take? The one on the floor? Okay, so the house is talking about successful ventures, things going as planned, things going even better than planned is what they're saying. Yes. And real quick, just to see what they are. You're at a crossroads possibly, but they're saying this really wasn't for you. And there could be some disappointments. I hope that you got something out of your reading, Tracy. Thank you for being here. Much love to you. Thank you for being of support. Have a wonderful weekend. James, you'll be next. Then Paige, Liz, Priscilla, Angie, Lorna, Jordan, and Lita. I'm not going to take any more after Lita, hun. I've got quite a few ahead of you. I'm sorry. I may be coming back live again this evening. So if you want to check back this evening. I have an appointment here a little bit later, and I don't want to keep myself too busy to where I can have time to meditate about the appointment and stuff. So I apologize. But I initially was guided to only take 15, and I've got 16 on my list. So James, you'll be next. What cards do I go to for James, please? What messages do you have for James, please? Love, romance, finance. Am I supposed to take all of them for him? Put them back in. Okay. I thought they all just fell out, but I was just making sure. They said not to keep any of those for you. They weren't the right. Okay. What messages do you have for James, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please. It'll probably be around 8 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time, hun. If I do it tonight. If not, it'll be sometime in the morning. I'll go again. So, James, you may be going through a time of like emotional turmoil, or maybe not even turmoil is the right word to put it, but just where you feel like you're going ups and downs, feel like you're being challenged emotionally. You may feel as if your heart is being tugged in different directions, or maybe a purge of some sort from like the emotional body, or all of the above even, because I feel like all of the above may be somewhat accurate. But I feel like you're gaining a different understanding as to what is going on with you, why you're feeling these things, or why all of a sudden you're being triggered by people to have to take a look at certain aspects of yourself, not just the bad aspects, but also seeing your good qualities and your assets through other people. You're being like, things are being mirrored to you. But the fairy godmother is asking you, to not forget to dream big. Sometimes we think that we don't deserve much more than what we already have, but it's saying dreaming big at this time is really going to be beneficial to you. You are somewhat of a master manifester. So whatever it is that you're thinking and putting time and energy to is the type of energy that you're going to receive right back to you. So make sure that you're using the law of attraction, using I am affirmations, like I am grateful to now have blank in my life, fill in that blank, whatever that means. But it's saying they want to open doors for you. Just remain positive. Staying in a lower vibrating energy of fear or doubt is going to keep you in that energy. You won't manifest the things that you want. So you may even be learning a lot that has to do with manifestation. Yes, they're saying, but you have the ability to be that master manifester and bring things to you at all times, good, bad, or indifferent. So really watch your thoughts and your actions and keep them of a higher vibration. Yes, they're saying. But again, I feel like there may be some sort of test when it comes to, I don't even know what the right what way of putting this is, but I almost get that feeling like, when guys aren't supposed to cry, dad and mom say, boys aren't supposed to cry, or men aren't supposed to cry, or they're not supposed to show their emotions or feelings. I feel like something like that may be happening, or maybe there's some kind of breaking down of something that has to do with that, because I'm seeing similar visions of that. So if it's not that, it's something close to it. Or maybe it's something that you processed through in the past, and it's showing me that you may have some more of that has to be healed, or something of that sort. I'm not 100% for sure what it's trying to say. What cards do I go to? Thank you. What other messages do you have for James, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please. So it's the courageous pony is talking. Peony is talking about, allowing yourself to be seen, taking the mask off, being the real you that you're meant to be, not putting on a show for people, but putting on the real you, like the real show. Like, don't fake it. Just be you. And I'm not saying that you do, but I'm saying, like, there's more to you than you're allowing to be seen. Okay. There's more wonderful qualities about you that you're not presenting to everybody at this time. Hi, Nadia. How are you, honey? But there's also things that have not been awakened in you that are yet to be seen. So expect awakenings of new talents, new spiritual gifts, maybe even that are going to ask you to be courageous and allow those gifts to be seen in the world. Allow people to see the real, true you. Yes, they're saying. And I feel like this is talking on like a human level, like when it comes to like being the real you. Like if you're funny and a jokester, allow that to come out in front of everybody that you see. And the spiritual side of you, like whatever spiritual gifts that you have, it's saying, okay, don't be afraid to show people what those gifts are, because there's a reason why you're gifted that way. You're meant to use them for a reason. What is that reason? Trust it. Yes. So there's like, it's almost like a duality type thing that I'm feeling right here. Yes, they're saying. So, I love you too. Thank you, Nick. What other messages do you have for James, please? Thank you. Okay, so just like a couple of other people, you had 3 more cards that came out. Am I supposed to take all 3 of them? Okay, so these are all for you, James, they said. So you're a part of a star family, a soul family that is highly intelligent, very advanced. It may be a connection with the Arcturians, because I'm feeling the Arcturians come through. I have a very deep connection with them. So anytime I feel their energy coming through, it's usually saying, okay, he's one of your people. Right. So you may be an Arcturian. If you don't already know that, you may want to connect with that planet, star system, however you want to say it, because it's more than one place. I've connected with several different planets that have Arcturian connection with all of them, but it's saying soul memories are coming to you. You may start to understand that there was places that you've existed at before that you maybe didn't even know until now. I don't even know. But what it's saying is you've done this before. You're going to start having soul memories of these things, these gifts that you have, the connections that you have, the abilities. They're saying the abilities that you have. And, the ones that you already have, the deepening of those abilities. So it's also saying that you have connection with the well and orca elders. You also have a deep connection with sound and music and vibrations in general that could come from crystals, come from instruments, come from different. You could also be a Pleiadian too, James. You can have many starseed connections. I have several. It just depends how many lives you've lived and how many places that you've helped seed and all of that good stuff. So yes, I have a Pleiadian connection as well. So that's awesome. Congratulations to that. You just realize that you have another connection. But it's saying to dive deep, get in connection with these orca and whale elders, maybe even the dolphins you need to connect with at this time. Vibrations of crystals is even coming through. So maybe even connection with crystals with the Arcturians or even the Pleiadians, because you're bringing them up, may help you at this time as well. Yes, they're saying. But call in your team of support. This is talking about your guides that are from other places that you have seeded, things of that sort. Pull in yourself from those places by doing reflective meditation in the mirror, asking to connect with those starseed lineages that you have, and to pull forward any kind of soul memories that you need to have at this time so that you can be in alignment with your divine life gifts or divine life mission, with your spiritual gifts, what have you. Anyway, I hope that you got something out of your reading, James. Thank you for being here and being supportive. Much love to you. I've got Paige. If Jazz isn't back, I've got Paige, Liz, Priscilla, Angie, Lorna, Jordan, and Lita. And that's all I am taking tonight, guys. Just so you know. So I'm going to go ahead. If Paige is here, I'm going to move on to Paige. If she's not here, then I have Liz, Priscilla, Angie. Let me know who's here, guys. Jazz, if you're back, let me know because I got you on the list too. Cool, Paige. I see that you're here. Thank you, hon. Okay, Lita's here, Liz is here, Priscilla, and Paige. Thank you. Okay, so Paige, I'm going to go ahead and move on to you, hon. Which cards was Cersei deck is what they're telling me to go to. Thanks, guys, for letting me know that you're here. The Great Severing is the Mars energy. This is talking about anger, conflict, softened to love. So there may be some things that you're processing through that maybe bring in some kind of frustration, some kind of feelings of anger or what have you. I have been going through this big time. Okay, big time. If you guys can't see that bruise right there, that's from me yesterday hitting this desk right here because I was so angry about something. Not that I should have done that, but it was better than doing something else, so I hit this and I ended up bruising my stupid arm. Didn't mean to do that, of course, but you may be going through things like that where you're feeling more frustration and anger than you're used to, or maybe it's just you're being triggered in some sort of way, but it's asking you to soften to love, bring take judgment out of the picture, judgment towards yourself, judgment towards other people, and bring in more love. It also could be referring to frustration with some sort of psychic attacks, maybe feeling like exactly like what your heart is telling you is right, but then you have some kind of fear or doubt that's coming in, like a spirit of fear or doubt that is kind of trying to change the way that you view something that's happening, and that may be also bringing some kind of conflict or frustration. Yes, they're saying. What other messages do you have, please, at this time for Paige? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Paige. Love, romance, finance, ascension. Am I supposed to take all of these? Oh, wow. Okay. So you got 3 more cards of bringing love to the table, unconditional love, passion, compassion, something of that sort. And I feel like it's talking about self. I don't know exactly what it's referring to. I don't feel as if you're not a confident person. I feel like you're a confident person, but it's almost like something that is challenging you at this time is kind of taking something from you, maybe. But it's saying to use the earth as a portal of love. Connection with the earth at this time is really going to help you. Connection with the plant beings, the nature beings, the elementals. Yes, they're saying. Even connection with just the universal energies in general. But it's saying to stay grounded at this time, get earth, take your shoes and socks off. Connection with the earth is really going to help you to stay grounded. But this is even a little bit deeper. It's asking you to learn how to be human in this world, but not of it. Okay, so it's asking you to connect with. Okay, I almost feel. Hold on a second. I'm getting a little bit confused on what it's showing me. Show me that again. Okay, I feel the sense that both of these cards are talking about you're ascending through. Okay, what's the best way to put it? It's almost like you are starting to ascend very, very quickly. So it's like you feel like your spirit or your soul is moving up, but your body is kind of staying here. And you need some sort of balance where they're brought back together is what this is referring to. I don't know exactly what they're trying to show me to tell you to do about that, but I feel like it's going to even itself out. Just keep doing what you're doing, because I feel like it's referring to a feeling of separation there's a purpose for that feeling of separation. Yes, they're saying. And it may even be deepening that sense of love. It may be helping you to not judge things, see things from a higher perspective while you're here, physically here, something of that sort. But anyway, this is a card of bringing the unconscious to light. So it may be even referring to that. I should have probably looked at the next card, but it may even, that may be what it's trying to tell me as well. But I get this sense of you being like your spirit or your soul's way up here and your body is just physically stuck, almost like they're not ascending together. You're not losing density or something of that sort. But I don't feel like this is a bad thing. I feel like this is needed. Yes, they're saying. Connection with diamond energy is going to help you at this time. I don't know why that's coming through, but connection with diamonds, putting diamonds into each one of your chakras, and connection with that energy, grounding into the earth, seeing a diamond in the center of the earth, connection with that. But this is saying your life is a canvas. You are a manifester. So manifesting things into your life at this time is what is needed. Continue to use the law of attraction, manifest things by acting as if you already have them, speaking as if you already have them, putting positive thoughts and energies out about already having what it is that you want and desire, things like that. But this is also talking about being an artist, musically inclined, artistically inclined. That could be in so many different ways. Using those abilities and presenting them to the world is what they're saying. I hope that you got something out of your reading, hun. Thank you for being here, and much love to you. Have a wonderful weekend. I've got Liz, Priscilla, Ann, Angie, Lorna, Jordan, and Lita. You're welcome, Paige. Thank you for being here, hun. Much love to you. Jazz, if you came back, let me know. If not, I'm going to move on to Liz, then Priscilla, Angie, Lorna, Jordan, Lita. Okay, Liz, I'm going to move on to you, hun. I know that you're here. What messages do you have for Liz, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please. Thank you. So if you've been feeling like your throat is going through some sort of clearing or some sort of purging, maybe going through some sort of heated times or discussions with people, and have to do with not being able to communicate correctly or feeling as if you're not being heard or something of that sort, this is what this card is referring to. But I also feel resolution coming. I feel like something is healing in that sense. So if you're going through it, it's coming up so that it can be healed. So just keep pushing through. Yes, they're saying. What other messages do you have, please, for Liz? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self. So you too, this is a common theme, guys. It's been a common theme, but you too may be going through a feeling of things being tossed up in your life, you know, feeling like things were all going really well. You were really blessed. Then all of a sudden it's like this, and that's tearing up. Don't know if you're coming or going, what have you. And then more resolution comes, but a feeling of like things are being jumbled around. The universe is just changing things up to get you closer to what you wanted in the first place. So don't complain about the things that are happening. Go with the flow. You're going to feel like you're juggling a lot of things at one time, but again, resolution is happening. And a feeling of setting boundaries, speaking up for yourself, putting your wants and desires out to the universe with an audible voice, like speaking what you want, not just to the universe, but to whoever's around you, is really going to create the shifting or the shift to happen a lot faster. I feel like you're like in the middle, like right in the middle of a storm, so to speak. Not a bad storm, but I'm saying like some sort of storm where you just feel like some shit's happening. But at the same time, you're so blessed. 1010, look that up on Sacred Scribes. What card? Back to the fairies. What other messages do you have for Liz, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or heart. Thank you. Okay, so don't feed into any kind of fears or doubts. This is a card of illusions, fears, doubts, putting time and energy, too much time and energy into negative thoughts or overthinking things, maybe even underthinking things. But this is also a card of learning to use your discernment of spirit of what is right and what is wrong for you, as well as what do I need to put energy into? What do I need to take energy away from? What you need to take energy away from is the doubts that you have. Just because things are being turned upside down and you feel as if you're being tested in every way, shape, or form, okay, take it as a test. But know that it's testing you because it wants to make sure that you really want and have faith and trust in exactly what you want anyway. So you already know the universe is going to switch things around when you keep praying and asking and desiring certain things and manifesting certain things in a way, you know, those things are going to have to come up to be processed, meaning those negative fears and doubts, just so you're prepared when you get that and you don't push away the blessing that you're getting. Does that make sense? Yes, there's Oh, I'm glad you got something out of it, hun. Much love to you. Okay, so you got the card Citrine, which is about abundance, creativity, passion, putting energy and time into your passions, things that you feel really good about, things that you want and desire, putting time and energy into those things, using your creative energy to help you to get those things by using the law of attraction, using I am statements. I am grateful to now have blank, just staying positive by praising the energies that are helping you. Okay. So when good things come to you after you're feeling like all these things are tossed up, when those good things come to you, by just staying the course, what you're going to say is thank you. Thank you so much for giving this to me. Or you're going to just be very grateful in the way that you share it with others or what have you. Being grateful is really going to help you. You're going to feel more in your power, more in alignment with the things that you desire and have passion about. Yes, they're saying. One more card for you, hun, and I'm going to let you go. What other messages do you have for Liz, please? Then I got Priscilla, Angie, Lorna, Jordan, and Lita. What other messages do you have, please? Thank you. So there may be some sort of quarrels, some sort of deciphering back and forth, or maybe you just question something, maybe questioning something, because as this is usually like about family quarrels, some kind of arguments or something. But as I was saying that, I'm like feeling like there's just some kind of questioning of something. So, that's completely normal. But I feel like once you quit questioning what is happening to you and realizing that it's happening for you, the abundance comes. Yes, they're saying. So just work through those fears and doubts that you have or what have you. New cycles are happening for you at this time. I hope that you got something out of your reading, Liz. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being of support. Have a wonderful weekend. Priscilla Ann, you're next. And Angie, Lorna, Jordan, Lita. Lita will be my last reading today. Okay, Priscilla, this is going to be for you, hon. I was told to go to my Starseed deck for you. Let me shuffle them just a little bit. What messages do you have for Priscilla, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self, please. Any more of those? Thank you. What other messages do you have for Priscilla, please? Thank you. I'm slightly confused about the energies that I'm feeling right now. So let me dig deeper into this for just a second. So you've got, okay, I feel like these cards are to be read together. And one card is about codependencies and letting go of things that no longer serve you. This is people, situations, the way that you think, thought patterns, things of that sort. Letting go of food and drinks that are no longer good for you. Just energy in general that no longer serves you or your divine life purpose. But however, on the other side of that is trust, loyalty, things of that sort. And when I was seeing these cards together, I was feeling as if this is referring to a person. I don't know if this is a romantic partner, if this is trust for yourself, if this is about a connection that you have with something in the spirit. I'm not really for sure. That's what I'm confused on. But it's saying that you need to let go of, back off of something to see and reap the rewards of the trust and loyalty that you actually are getting or receiving from something or someone. Okay. And again, it's a little confusing to me, but that's the best way that I can explain what I'm seeing. Yes, they're saying it's good the way I'm explaining it. So I hope that you understand what I'm getting at here. But it's saying, you've got a lot of love to give. You've got also a lot of love that is needing to be received at this time. I feel like this is from sort of deepening of connection. Yes, I'm hearing. They're saying star bathing at this time is going to help you to connect with your crystalline grid as well as your light body. There was activations or some sort of major awakening that is happening to your light body at this time. You're starting to lose density. I feel like I may have told you this before. If I haven't, anyway, you're starting to lose density. You may be shifting through the way that you see things. So even what I mean by this, like maybe you're starting to see objects moving, floating around in the room or something of that sort. You could be looking straight and ahead of you, and all of a sudden the holographic image pops in and out. You may start to see twinklings of lights that you've never seen. There's just something that's deepening to the way that you experience spirit or something of that sort. But it's asking you to star bathe at this time. Connection with the stars is going to activate certain things in your light body, as well as could be even with your crystalline grid or DNA, they're saying. So upgrades to your DNA at this time is happening. You're probably feeling physical symptoms like pains and aches and dizziness, cold, hot, feeling a little disconnected, but you know that you're connected. All kinds of weird symptoms could be happening at this time for you. But they're saying just drink a lot of water, connect with these star systems or stars that you're feeling led to connect with. Connection with crystals at this time is even going to help. Connection during meditation while you're sitting there connecting with like 0 point energy, or just getting to this really good space of being. Imagine seeing your light body lifting up out of your physical body. You should feel a separation, but still feel consciously aware in both your physical and your spiritual body, or your light body that is moving up. As you see the light body moving up out of you, imagine that you're sending bright love and light to it in any way, shape, or form that you can imagine doing that, and seeing this light body just getting really big, expanding even bigger than the size of your body. It's creating this aura that's just ginormously large and very bright. Get creative with it, and then put it back into your body. And as you put it back into your body, you're going to see like your body's not even really there anymore, because your light body is so bright with light, you're not going to be able to see it. But anyway, connection and doing healing of that sort is really going to help you at this time. Yes, they're saying. What other messages do you have, please, for Priscilla? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit or higher. Thank you. Moon cycles. So this is a moonstone card, but it's talking about moon cycles and connection with paying attention to, like, maybe get a, you're very welcome, Liz, maybe getting a calendar or a journal and paying attention to like what moon cycle you're in, how your moods are during that time, what kind of activations you go through during that time. Does it affect your crown? Does it affect your heart chakra? What is it affecting? And then pay attention the next month during that moon cycle. Are you feeling the same exact way? When you start to feel and start to understand, like each month you're feeling certain things during certain times, then you'll know what to expect the following month. Does that make sense? There's going to be a pattern to it, is what they're saying. They want you to, I have Angie and then you, Lorna. I'm sorry, honey. There's one more ahead of you after Priscilla and then you. But paying attention to your moon cycles is really going to help you at this time. There's also activations that are happening to your crown chakra at this time. A lot of activations for you, period, is what they're saying. Yes. What other messages do you have, please, for Priscilla? Love, romance, finance, ascension. Thank you. And then you got meditation, which this is the clear quartz card, but it's about meditation and connection with all of your chakras. It's asking you to maybe expand all of your chakras. I don't feel as like you're really blocked or anything. I feel like you've got good looking, strong chakras, but I feel like expansion is going to help you at this time. Yes, 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 they say. And again, that's the second connection with crown chakra. So universal connections, feeling spirits, sensing energies differently, things of that sort. So anyway, I hope that you got something out of your reading, hun. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being of support. And real quick, as I was picking up the cards to put those cards back in, labradorite, which is about psychic abilities in the third eye chakra, as well as tourmaline, which is about smudging and root chakra. This could be for anybody watching right now. If you feel like it resonates with you, it's for you. But it could just be for the person that I just read for as well. Anyway, I hope that you got something out of your reading, hun. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being a support. So I've got Angie, Lorna, Jordan, and Lita. Angie will be next. You're very welcome, Priscilla. Take it a step deeper and instead of just watching the full moons, watch all of the moon cycles. How are you feeling? What kind of physical symptoms do you have? Things of that sort. I think I'm going to take that suggestion and start doing that too, because I know that every full moon, I have a lot of energy. I'm not somebody that has a lot of chaos and stuff during the full moon. I feel my highest and my best during the full moon. So I get that. But yeah, definitely connection with all of them will help you at this time. Okay, this reading is going to be for Angie, and then I have Lorna, Jordan, and Lita. What messages do you have for Angie, please? Love, romance, fun. Am I supposed to take both of these? Okay. During this period of being off, you're going to be led to be more creative. There's going to be a lot of different aspects that awaken in you when it comes to being creative. I don't know if this just means with like hobbies or being crafty or what it means, but I'm getting spiritual connection. So there's also something to do with a deepening of your spiritual connection, something of that sort, but not being afraid to let yourself stand out and be seen, not being afraid to share your talents and your spiritual gifts with the world as well. More ideas are going to be coming to you, knowings that are going to be coming to you that are going to make you feel a little uncomfortable and a little bit like, that's not for me. But sometimes taking those risks or things that feel like risk ends up being the most rewarding is what they're saying, Angie. Anyway, it's saying loosen your grip, connection with the things that are happening at this time. Don't hold so tight to them. Allow yourself to be present in the moment and just go with the flow. Yes, this is also talking about not using coping mechanisms, drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, spending too much money, overeating, any of those things. I'm not saying you do any of those. I'm just using them as examples, but any of those things can be things that are coping mechanisms to not have to deal with being off work or not having to deal with a crazy boss or things around the house or what have you, just different things in general. But it's saying just loosen up. Connection with meditation and nature is going to help you at this time. Make sure you get out and connect with nature. What other messages do you have for Angie, please? Am I supposed to take them both? Okay, it's asking you to be open to birthing new creations and expressing yourself in new ways. Again, this is going with this courageous pony, being courageous and doing things before they make sense, putting time and action into things that you don't feel so comfortable about, but you know that you're supposed to be putting time and action into it. This is some sort of new way of connecting, new way of being, something of that sort. I don't know exactly what it's referring to, but you do. The Harith is talking about longing for home, homesick for the stars, the need to meditate in connection with the star seed lineages that you have. There may be more than one. Yes, they're saying. And you also have a connection with Lemuria. Usually if people have a connection with Lemuria, they also have a connection with Atlantis. So you may want to check into both of those, read up about them, watch videos about them, something of that sort, and see what kind of memories you're having or what have you. But both of these are cards of love of life, success, feeling as if there's going to be times of struggle, but after the struggle is success. Okay. So be positive about everything that you're transforming through at this time. There's definitely a journey that you're on, and you're starting a new journey within that journey. That's been coming up a lot for a lot of people lately. So I hope that you got something out of your reading, Angie. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being supportive always. Have a wonderful weekend. Lorna, you'll be next, and then Jordan, then Lita, you will be the last one that I'm doing. Unless Jazz has came back. I haven't heard nothing. What cards do I start out with? Thank you. Okay, Lorna, this one's going to be for you, hon. What messages do you have for Lorna, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit or higher self, please, for Lorna. Love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit or higher self, please. It's fine, Lita. I understand that. I know it takes a few minutes for people to get messages from me, as well as it takes a couple minutes for me to get them from you. No worries, hon. No worries at all. What other messages do you have for Lorna? Thank you. Okay, so instantly you got the green woman, which is talking about getting out and connecting with nature at this time. Learning about the magic that nature has to present to you, learning your magic through connection with nature or something of that sort. They're saying, yes, ding, ding, ding. So I'm spot on with what I'm saying. Friends is talking about connection with new people that maybe are more in alignment with things that you desire, more in alignment with your type of gifts or I don't know, anything. They resonate with you more. You may be feeling led to let go of some people that have been your friends your whole entire life. Just for a time being, I feel like there's things that maybe or people that may be being pushed away from you just so that new things can come in and you can learn new experience and things of that sort, as well as the same time, these people that are being removed out of your life have things to heal until they before they come back, something of that sort. Yes. But also I feel like this is talking about referring to connection with those beings that people seem to think are mythological creatures, like the elementals, the plant beings, the tree beings. They are all alive, guys. They all have consciousness. They all have the ability to talk telepathically to us. You're connecting with some of these things: fairies, gnomes, nymphs, trolls, unicorns, Pegasus. I have a Pegasus as a guide. I have a dragon as a guide. Her name is Eza. Leo is my Pegasus. So you are connecting with some sort of mythological, this could even be referring to elves, the elven. Yes, I'm hearing. Okay. So just a lot of different connections that are starting for you, and you're making new friendships. You're starting to connect with the spiritual in a different way that is forming new relationships. But mostly I feel like people are being taken from you at this time and new energies are being brought to you. So whatever that means for you. What other messages do you have, please, for Lorna? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, both of those. Thank you. Okay. She of the Crouch is talking about the receptive principle, being receptive to things that are happening to you, the changes that are going on, being okay with it. But it's also talking about the feelings of joy, bliss, patience, trust, being more in alignment with balance. So, there's a lot with this card here. So you may be being asked to be more receptive to the love, the connection that you're receiving from these, again, mythological creatures, so to speak. They're not mythological. However, most people don't realize that until they connect with them in spirit, okay, in other realms or other dimensions. So this is what this is referring to. Something like that is awakening in you. So getting out and connecting with nature is how that's going to happen. Just, okay, if you don't know how to connect with the plant or tree beings or the fairies, just sit down and imagine energy coming from your heart and going to something that you imagine being there. Eventually, it's going to be there. But just asking to connect with those things, setting those intentions is going to help. The Singer of the Chalice is talking about a new form of awakening, a new enlightenment. And that's not normally what this card means, but that's what I'm feeling, like a new level, stage, something to the journey that you're already on. But I want to see what the book has to say in case I'm missing something. See what time it is here. Okay, good. I still got a little bit of time. Okay, so this is talking about miracles, creativity, receptive. I'm hearing receptivity with both of these. So there's something to do about being receptive to the energies around you, being more open to receiving what's happening to you, for you, trusting in the whole entire trusting in the process, bringing joy and patience to the forefront. But they keep showing being receptive to stuff. Yes. Okay, so also hearing trust with this card. So it may be trusting in what is being removed out of your life, as well as trusting in the connections that you're forming with the nature beings. Yes, they're saying. What other messages do you have for Lorna, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit or higher self, please. What other message? Thank you. Okay, you too also got the citrine, which is about abundance, creativity, financial security is what I'm hearing. Some sort of stability coming to you. If you're not used to having financial stability, expect that things are shifting around so that can happen. You may be feeling creative and making certain things or starting a certain project that's going to bring you money. That may be what this is referring to. But this is also talking about putting time and energy into your passions, those things that you're passionate about that bring you a sense of success or bring you a sense of joy or peace or happiness, whatever it is. Put time and energy into those things. It's also saying it may be a good time for you to work on your solar plexus, bring yellow or bright golden light into the solar plexus, expand it, something of that sort. Yes, they're saying. Anyway, I hope that you got something out of your reading. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being a support. I got Jordan and then Lita. And then that will be my last reading for today. At this time, I may go live again tonight around 8 if everything goes well. If not, expect me tomorrow morning sometime, probably on a Facebook group, healing readings, empowerment, and more. Okay, so Jordan, you are here. Okay, I see you, hon. Thank you for telling me that you're here. What cards? Okay, Star Seed cards for you instantly. You're very welcome, Lorna. Much love to you, honey. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful weekend. What messages do you have for Jordan? Please, love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit or higher self. Whoa, that was fast. Okay, there may be some things that your intuition keep telling you, or you may be having some sort of visions about something, or just repeated thoughts that won't quit, that is leading you into putting time and action into a certain project, a certain relationship, or something of that sort. I'm not hearing exactly what it is referring to, but it's asking you to put action in it. Take baby steps, put action into it, even if it doesn't make sense to you yet. Always pay attention to those higher vibrating thoughts of love and inspiration and guidance. If it keeps repeating, then that's God saying, okay, I need you to put time and action into this. You can take baby steps. You don't have to move very fastly, but we need you to put time and energy into it. And it's maybe referring to righting past wrongs. Okay. It may be talking to you about forgiving people for things that they have done to you or not done for you, something of that sort. There may be people that are coming into your life and trying to make amends for things that they have done or not done. Vice versa. You may be doing that with other people, but it's saying, take baby steps. You don't have to do it all at once. Whatever you're feeling led to do at this time or heal at this time, just make sure that you're putting some time and energy into it. Again, it doesn't have to be your all. It just has to be a little bit of you. You may be feeling a little defenselessness or helplessness, or feeling as if maybe, I don't know, maybe that you feel that inner child being worked up again, or feeling some sort of sadness or anger or something of that sort. However, remember, all of those feelings have to come up to be purged. So that's what this is referring to. If you're going through something like that, if you're not yet going through it, expect that it's going to happen. Yes, they're saying. What other messages do you have for Jordan? Please, love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from spirit and higher self. Please, for Jordan at this time. Love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages from the Singer of the Chalice is one that just came out, and I'm not getting anything off of it whatsoever. So let me see what the book has to say. Saying to read the exact. Okay, where is it? With the help of the Singer of the Chalice and of the fairies, you too can get this one feeling that all good feelings are wrapped up in one: unconditional love, trust, hope, healing, patience, and so on. Open is open, so be open. If you don't know how, just ask. It is right there. Trust is important at this time, is what they're saying. Trust, trust, trust. Trust where you're being led. Trust in the process of healing, all of that good stuff. Again, just like with the last person, be receptive to what is happening to you. Be very open to it. Be very grateful for the challenges, because even without those challenges, you can't really move forward. Does that make sense? What other messages do you have for Jordan? Please, love, romance, finance, ascension messages, messages. Oh, great. I love it. Honey, I'm already done for the day. I've only got one more time for one more person. I will probably be going live again tonight, so if you can come back tonight. If not, look out for me tomorrow. Connection with animals and the ability to either heal or connect with them telepathically. Both I'm hearing. So maybe if this is something that you're not used to, that you may want to start to read or study about those types of things. I feel as if you already talk to animals telepathically, or you're very connected with animals in some sort of way. But this is a deepening of some sort of connection with animals. It may even be referring to animal spirit guides and not necessarily pets, but I feel like this is animals around you in general. You have I almost see you as being like a dog whisperer or animal whisperer, to where like you just look at them and they kneel type thing. And I know this sounds very weird, but that's what I'm seeing, almost as if you have ability that maybe you don't even know that you have yet, of being able to communicate with animals on a very, very deep level. You're afraid of animals. Well, you need to get in with them, because they're saying this connection. There may have been, okay, I'm laughing only because there may have been something in the past that has happened with animals that you need to heal at this time, that is going to help you to heal animals, help you to connect with animals, your spirit guides, not just physical animals, but your spirit guides. But I feel like this is talking about physical animals. So I don't know what's happened, but maybe you need to overcome that fear. Cut cords with Archangel Michael. Ask Archangel Michael to allow you to know what it is that needs to be healed, and then cut the cords with them. Mostly dogs, I see. Okay. So maybe when you're working with Archangel Michael, just say, okay, I have fear of dogs. I don't know exactly what needs to be healed, but bring back the memories of what needs to come up and be healed. And then when you see that come up, imagine the opposite thing happening, something of a higher vibration of love, something of a good situation or event that happens with dogs, them licking on you, you loving on them, you being able to run and play with them, whatever it is, and then cut that connection with them. And you should start to see that fear starts to diminish. Okay. I'm sorry, honey. I see that you're wanting a reading, but I'm not taking any more readings today. Thank you though. But please come back another time. I apologize. I just have an appointment here pretty soon that I don't want to have to put off any kind of meditating and stuff. But anyway, connection with healing, that is really going to help you at this time. Let's see what else that they have for you, huh? What other messages do you have for Jordan, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension messages from spirit. Okay, there's telling me definitely. I was thinking, like, am I wrong about what I was saying about healing animals? I'm not wrong about this. A deep connection with animals is exactly what you're supposed to have, or you do have, and it's just masked by the fear that you have of the dogs. Okay. Yes, they're saying. So make sure that you're pushing through those fears by cutting those cords with it, whatever you have to do. But there will be some sort of success in all of this. Okay. There's 3 cards of success. There's a card of romance and success and romantic endeavors. Even if you're not with somebody right now, somewhere in the future, this is talking about romantic success. This is talking about success in business, good news coming, success when it comes to healing things or taking a look at things. And this is talking about anchoring into a timeline that is higher vibrating for you, something that is better for you. So, honey, I see that you're asking for a reading, but I'm not taking any more readings tonight, hun. I'm just not taking any more. I apologize. I am busy for the day now. Please come back later tonight. Hi, Priya. I'm not doing any more readings today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm already full at this time. So you guys can come back later on tonight and see if I'm doing it live. If not, I'm going to try to go live again tomorrow morning, but I have an appointment pretty soon, so I don't have time to do any more readings. I've got one left. Jordan, I hope that you got something out of your reading, hun. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being of support. Lita is next, and she is the last one that I'm taking. Sorry, guys. I have an appointment here pretty soon, and I want to prepare for that and have some time to just rest in between. So, Lita, this reading is going to be for you. Let me just pick these cards up. You too, Jordan. You're very welcome, hun. Much love. Okay, what cards did I start out with for Lita? Starseed deck. Okay, Lita, this is for you, hun. What messages do you have for Lita, please? Love, romance, finance, ascension, messages from spirit or higher self. Is there any more of these? Okay, thank you. What other messages do you have for Lita, please? Love, romance, finance. Thank you. All of them. So you're going through a time of higher learning, higher understanding, a lot of learning lessons and soul growth, life on life term type things happening to you. But at the same time, you're growing and being blessed. But it's saying, just slow down, spend some time in nature. All the things that you're learning at this time are serving a purpose. You may not know what that purpose is yet, but you'll soon learn exactly what that is. But taking time to slow down, take a look at all the growth that you've already made. Take a look at, what your guidance is trying to push you towards next is really going to help you at this time. That's what these things are referring to. Connection with vibrations from crystals, energies of music, instruments, listening to music, playing music, singing, dancing, all of those things are going to help you at this time. You have connection with the well and Orca elders. They're asking you to connect with the vibrations and tones of music, theta, delta realms. This could even refer to you connecting with like meditative music that have wells and orcas in them, something of that sort. Yes. And I feel like a deepening of an awakening or an awakening to the ear chakras is going to happen for you. Some sort of deepening in the way that you hear and perceive things with your ears or your physical hearing. Yes, they're saying. They're saying that it may be time for you to just wait and see exactly what your next step is. You may be putting some time and energy into things that aren't producing any kind of success at this time. I'm not saying all things that you're doing, but there may be some things in your life that you're putting a lot of time and energy into, but you're not feeling like you're reaping the rewards of it. And they're saying it's not time yet. Take a little bit time off from whatever it is. Don't put any more time and action into it. Put time and action into other things and see if that creates results. I don't know what this is referring to, but I do feel like you know what I'm saying. But it's saying things are being woven at this time. It's not time yet for you to have a lot of success in whatever it is that it's referring to. Now, I'm not saying you're not having success in everything. I'm saying there's something in particular in your life that it's saying you may feel like you're stuck or you're not being rewarded, something of that sort. But they're saying when you slow down, take a time out, connect with nature, and you just ask, like, what am I doing wrong? They're going to say you're not doing anything wrong. You're just putting too much time and energy into this. We have the rest of what we need to do. We don't need you to put any more time and energy into it. The angels have got you. Your guidance has got you. The universe has got your back at this time. Just take a back or step back from it, and you're going to see that we've got you already. You've already done what we need you to do. It's just not time for the reaping of the rewards just yet. Okay, but we got it for you. That's what they're saying. So, call in your star family. You're a part of a soul team, a star team. They have your back at this time. So call in that support. I don't know exactly who this is. This could be many different connections. It may just be talking to people in your human life that may be your soul family that you're starting to connect with or you've already connected with, and they're asking you to connect with these people. It may just be that new people are coming in. It could be to do with your. Let's see what this next card has to say. What other messages do you have for Lita, please? If the move felt as if it was forced upon you or something that maybe you thought you were supposed to do and now it doesn't feel like you're supposed to do, the lessons that you're learning is just that. You're learning that being patient is really you're going to reap the rewards by being patient. Because I do not feel like the move was a bad move for you. I feel like it's leading you closer to something. So it may just be that you're not connecting with that energy yet. But it's saying the lion is about courage. It's talking about sudden shock from something even. Maybe you feel as if, things should have been a certain way or you should be feeling a certain way about something, but they're saying, it still isn't time for you to feel that energy yet. I don't know why. I don't know exactly what is being hidden from you or why it's being hidden from you or why you're feeling stuck. It's almost like I'm being stuck on what I'm trying to tell you. But usually when that happens, it's because you're not supposed to know yet. It could change the timeline. It could change the way events play out. It could change a lot of different things. So, waiting and being patient is really being called for at this time. Yes, they're saying. Music is going to help you to release the unstuck feeling as well. So that may be it as well. But I hope that you got something out of your reading, Lita. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and being of support. Anybody that has donated to my channel today, thank you so much for donating. It's greatly appreciated. Anybody that has shared my channel or getting on my website to make an appointment, it's very much appreciated as well. You guys are helping me to grow my channel as well as helping me get closer to my goals of being able to quit my daytime job so that I can do this full time. Thank you guys so much for being here. Much love to you. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to go ahead and end this live feed now. Bye, guys.